everyone. So today we'll be playing Donna Man again. I'm holding one of my dino balloons from yesterday's party just because he's so cute and I can't give him up. I will probably keep him in the atrium later, but I think for the rest of the week, since that stream just made me so happy and this little guy makes me so happy, I'm gonna keep holding him for the rest of the week while we play some games. So let's get over to our game. Okay, so we are back to our village where we left off. We had started building uh, a wood wall to help protect the village from raiders. And we had set up some points in between the gates, but we didn't go into depth with all of them yet. We set up strategic gates for entering and exiting the village. It's going to be kind of difficult to encompass everything. We may have to remove some like fields or move some buildings around in order to get the best placement for the wall. But for now, I think we'll leave this. We'll definitely have to put down a log collection marker because we're going to be needing a lot of wood now. I don't want to cut down the hunting area, but we also don't want it to be too far away from the settlement. So we'll start with here. We'll put our marker down there and they'll go collect wood from that site. We were creating some monoliths. We're creating a stone circle. We've got 3 in the transportation, and 2 here. So we're needing to find 1 more stone to complete our circle as well. So before I play the timeline, let's look for our 6th stone. Hopefully try to get it kind of close. This one's kind of close. This will be our 6th stone. Oh, yep, sure enough, there's 1. There it goes. I need to check how our sledge status is doing. So I built these at the same time, so they're both doing pretty good right now. So we don't need to worry about that. They slaughtered some goats because we were too overpopulated, I guess. Or too old. They also will take the lives of animals that are fixing to die of old age and turn them into meat resource for the community. I'm just checking our huts, make sure we got everything upgraded to the hut status. These were all tents last time, and we began upgrading them. Game froze a little bit, that's okay. There we go. Make sure we're at max speed. And everything's going along well. You can see they're starting to build up our wall here. And they'll gradually do that. Storm incoming. Gotta be honest, I don't understand the storm mechanic. It seems like all it really does is make people upset. But I don't know how to, like, call them back into their huts to weather out the storm, and it's so short that it's not even worth telling them to do anything anyway if you could. Looks like there's a gap here. let's take care of that. The placement for these are a little wonk. Getting them correct is always a little bit of a task. We may just have to place it here, and that'll be like the connection, I guess. We'll see if it automatically corrects itself. If not, then we may have to do some moving around here with the gate itself. We got 2 new humans joining the settlement. Welcome, friend. Let me check how we're doing on housing. We've got 4 more slots, so we should be okay. So there's 3 here. They're still waiting on 3 more. Let's go check on this stone. See if anyone's... Yes, so they've cleared it out away. Now we need to have them prepare it for transport, and then they'll take it over. We got a knowledge point for fruit collection. We need 20. That's the one we're working toward right now. So we need a lot of those. And unfortunately, at this point in the game, it's kind of difficult to get them. Just checking our cloth production. Everything seems good. Everything's good here in tool production. We're doing good on food. We're doing good on water. And we need summer clothes. Ideally you want these. Okay, no, we have enough in the new style. It's just the old style's lacking. And that makes sense. Okay, let's see here. We could probably use logs. And I do have all this old clothing that we need to get rid of. We're good on straw. We're good on knives, I believe. Yeah, we have knives. Don't need any of those. Don't need a pick or food. We could get a goat. Yeah, let's get a couple goats. That'll let us get rid of some of these old clothing items and free up some of our storage. Whoop, too many. Okay, let's find another resource we don't really need. I feel like these pulses are gonna go bad if we don't expend some of them. Let me see if I can find something that's worth 5. Yeah, dried skin. Okay, so our goat population's back up to 5. So we're back up to full population there. Last time we got pig domestication, but there weren't any babies that we could see that we could domesticate. So let's go and try and see if we can find a pack of boars. So there is one here, but they don't have any young, and unfortunately they're really close to that bear. So they might not make it through the season. Let me check the far lake that's behind here. So there are some here. Male, male. Male. So unfortunately, it looks like, yes, they're all male. So that's not really helpful to us. The only resource that pigs provide is meat. And so we would need at least one female and one male. And if we get the male too early before the female, it may be too old to reproduce. So we'll leave them alone, go back home, and we'll just have to wait till next year. And hopefully this scale brain of mine will remember to actually return next year to look for them. Okay, so they're setting up the wall towards this area, and this is properly connected to the gate. So that won't have a gap there. I may need to assign more villagers to woodcutting. We had a villager die of old age. 2 sheep born. Nice. Let's check our burial mounds. So we're good on space for burial mounds. I think I'd like to get 2 more decorative stone idols here on either side. But let's hold off and wait. We had another villager die of old age. Getting that stone. They're almost there. So that'll bring us up to 4 there. Some sheep have been slaughtered. I got a knowledge point for acquisition of straw. I was going to say, it looks like our straw storage is getting full, but we do have this storage here that is yet to be utilized. So we should be good. And these other ones are fine. This one's full, that one's full, but this one still has some space in it, and then we have one empty one. So that should still be perfectly acceptable. And this wall did not go up as intended. We're going to recycle it. We had a new human born, and we lost one due to old age. 2 new humans have joined our settlement, so we're back up to 44. Okay, they're fixing this. Let's see which places. Maybe I'm dragging in the wrong directions, and so maybe if I drag this way, it'll build that way. Yeah. I don't really need this one. So let's see what happens here, and then plan accordingly. Let's check on that gather wood resource as well. I want to make sure there's more than one person working here. Because this is something that we probably need to focus on. Since we're having more raids, as the timeline goes on. So we're heading into winter. We'll get an automatic knowledge point at the end of winter. Okay. So they finished building this, and we do need the other wall. The wall does a weird dip, but that's the only way it works. Let's also go ahead and build this way. Now, Raiders can't travel over the snow because my people can't. So for now, until these resources are collected, this is going to be a safeguard to help us use less wall and prevent raiders from coming in. Let's see here. We don't need sheep or clothing. We could do logs. We could always do logs right now. Let's get one of these down, and I guess just to even it out, we'll just get some of these resources here. Three goats born. Well, that's good. I can't tell if this is just not built or... Yeah, we need to patch this area in the wall. Okay, and that'll connect those. So we got our point for surviving the winter. Storm inbound. Looks like they're almost done with the wall in this section. So this section is complete. We have a lot of villagers that have bad status levels right now, but it's all because of these stones. Once the transportation of those are done, we'll start seeing those like tired or unhappy things start to be alleviated. Just because they have to go a long way. And in fact, let's check our other... Yeah, like right here. This guy is dehydrated because his whole focus is on this stone. And while they will take care of themselves, they do wait till like the last possible minute. Luckily we got through winter without them freezing, but that's a big thing. Work area exhausted, Flint. Okay, that's fine. A new human was born. Nice. We're gonna have to build a new hut because that only leaves us with 2 spaces. So we need to get a new hut, probably right here. We want to make sure that there's enough space along the bank for the wall. So we're gonna have to build it pretty close inland. Nope, did not mean to select tent. I was going to get wall. Yes, wall. And let's place down a new section of wall. Let's go over to one of our other gates. So I have one here. So let's bring this one down to the bank, and then we'll build across to the other wall. A little hard to see for the trees, but if they're here, that means they're production trees, and we definitely want them to stick around. I want to make sure that the barn is within the wall. We are going to have to go in here and patch it a bunch, but that's okay. See, raider attack. I'm on the freaking side that doesn't have the wall. Everyone on your toes. So they're automatically going to this gate now because it's there. It's kind of like a door without a wall though, so it's not going to be very helpful. But at least it gives them a gather point close to the raiders before they would gather in the village and a bunch of this stuff would be damaged. All the unequipped and young are going... Oh, we lost the dog. Are going to safety. Everyone else is on the attack. Okay, so it looks like we survived the raid with only one dog friend casualty. Rest in peace, little buddy. Uh, so yeah, so everything else is coming along. Once we get the walls in place, we can build some fortifications. There's still a gap here. Let's see if we can try to remedy that. Maybe? I don't know, but it kind of blocks the gate. Yeah, no. I'm gonna pause. We're gonna have to redo this whole thing. Recycle this portion. Don't build this. I'm even gonna get rid of this end one here. And this one in between them. We're gonna wait for these to be deconstructed, and then we'll try and align this better. I think if we come out this way and back in, it'll fix the issue. Okay. We had a villager die of old age just then. I'm gonna have to go and check our... Okay, yes, this seems to fix the problem. Let's go check our burial mounds. Okay, we're still good on space. Let's check on our circle. Still waiting on the one stone. Let's see how far along. Since it's so far away and only one person's tugging it right now, it is gonna take a while. We may even be into the next winter by the time it gets close. Had a new human join the settlement. We have 6 open slots, so we're good. Oh no, 3 sheep have contracted a disease. Hopefully they can overcome it. And I already forgot, but I remembered just now, we need to look for some pigs. So here's these 3 again. They're adults. Let's go check our water area. Way back here. Just to see if those piggies from before have populated again. There's a lot of sheep and goat babies back here, but we don't need them. Okay, I didn't see any little pig families there. Let's see. Uh-huh. Here we have some. And one of them is a female. Both of them are, so we're in luck. We can work with female. These ones are all adults, so those won't be of much help. Let's see if we can find any more. Maybe a family with a male. But I believe if we have some of the livestock in question in hand, traders will come with that livestock as well to be traded. So we may get lucky and a trader may come by with a male pig that we can trade for. So that looks like what we're gonna get for now. So we'll just continue. Get back to the village. Here we are. So they're still building these wall sections, and there's definitely some places we need to fill in it. I had a villager die of old age. Let's go ahead and build some wall. So we'll do one here. We want to get it as close to the bank as possible so we have enough space inside. So one of our sheep has died of a disease, but luckily we had 3 born. New human has joined the settlement, and they slaughtered some of the extra sheep. Okay, let's get over here. Yes, this will connect those ones. There's a space here we need to fill. We just heard them murder that goat. That goat begged for his life. That was so sad. I got a knowledge point for grain collection. And I think that maybe fixes all the patches in the wall. It's kind of hard to tell with these trees. Actually, there's a whole section that between this and the gate that's not built. So we got a knowledge point for bread collection, and we got a new human join the settlement. So definitely we want to start like that and bring this around. Okay, and that, yeah, that connects to the gate. So that should do it for this section of the wall. Let me see how we're doing. We're okay on log collection. Gotta move some stuff around here. Okay. So now we can build this way. I'm probably going to have to get rid of this patch of lentils. So let's do that. Oh, trader. I gotta get out of the wall building mode. Slave goats. No logs. We don't really need anything else. Okay. So let's get this down. And this. This would totally not be a very viable way to build a wall in real life, though. That water's gonna erode that base super quick. But we have video games without erosion. Got a blizzard coming in. Unfortunately, that's bad news for the person dragging the obelisk. Let's see where they're at. Yes, this was the starting point. I actually don't see. They haven't collected it yet, so it's still around. That person's probably walking away from it. It's gotta be around here somewhere. I know it's probably in plain sight. I think, yeah, here it is. Okay. Luckily, the villager was smart enough to leave. They should survive. Okay, let's go back to our wall. Yeah, if you build barriers too close to water without proper foundation, it's going to quickly just become a mess. And even with proper foundation, eventually it'll erode away. Water is just unstoppable like that. Okay, and then we gotta bring it up for the gate. So that'll connect them, and then we need to fill in a gap. Okay. So that looks like it got it. Now that is probably one of the longest stretches the wall will have, so we're going to give them time to build that up now. Let's check on sledges. Let's see. Here's a sledge. We could stand to build a couple more. Okay, so those are done. We can do a dolmen as well. That'll serve as a burial mound. But it requires monolith stones, so I'm not sure if I want to do it quite yet. Especially when these are working fine. Let's speed up time again. And our two little piggies came to live with us. I wish there was a way I could pause the pulling action of this stone, because these villagers will come in the winter in the middle of a blizzard. They'll pull it for a few moments and then go back to the village almost immediately. And it's a waste of their time. See, that's how quick it was. It's a waste of their time and a waste of a viable, job. They could be doing something else far more important than wasting their time running out in a blizzard to pull a stone for 3 seconds. So they're building the sledges now. These ones are okay. They're in sort of bad state, but I think we'll be good. 2 new humans joined the settlement. So that leaves us with 4 extra slots. They're building the wall just fine. There's this funny little loop here. Yeah, I can recycle these 2 end pieces, I think. That'll give us a couple log to put elsewhere. Survive the winter, get a free point. Okay. I'm just checking the rest of the wall to see if there's any redundant loops. I think we're good. Now that we're in spring again, let's go do a livestock search. Let's see if we can find some pigs. Specifically a male piglet. Okay, we've got a couple here. Got a female and a male. So let's get them both. Luckily, we don't have to worry about breeding dynamics in this game. Inbreeding and all that. That doesn't matter that they're in the same family group. So they are getting this wall as they can. Let's check our logging site. This may be empty now. Okay, let's move it. I'm going to move it here. Forgot that every time there's a storm, it changes the speed. So we'll be going pretty strong, and then storm will come by, and all of a sudden it's leisurely. And that's fine, but pretty boring to watch if you're a viewer, I am assuming. Okay. I'm not sure where our megalith went. We can do this. This will tell us where it is. Oh, it's really close. So we got a knowledge point for reaching an animal population of 20. We got a knowledge point for collecting a certain number of logs. Let me go in into our animal limits. Yeah, so the pigs are still at infinity. We want this to be 5. It'll help save us space, and it'll tell the villagers when to start slaughtering animals for meat. I guess these two guys are just having a conversation. Man, this guy is really unhappy. What's going on? I wish I could get details on their morale. On why their morale's low per villager. That would be a great help. But I can just assume maybe it's sadness from the storm, losing a relative, and maybe some other factors. It's hard to tell. Got a trader in here. Don't need no goat. And they don't have any log, so we don't need them. So that's interesting. They just collected a log from a tree. Oh, there's a work area here that I had no idea I had placed down. Let's get rid of you. Get out of here. I must have done that last session and totally forgot. Okay. So they're almost there. Come on, you can do it. You're so close. Once this is built, they can come to it and it'll improve their morale. We definitely want this to be built. And I think they get a morale boost in, like, prestige, I think is a thing in this game. The more monuments and stuff you have, it gives you a prestige point system. We had a villager die of old age. So here they go. It's in the works. New human was born. I like the little changes in detail to the stage that they're working on. And it's almost complete. There we go. We got 3 knowledge points for that. And as you can tell, they're coming over. Let's get our 2 more decorative stones put up here. I actually want to wait until we have statues. I don't want it to be another plain block. I want them to be carved. So we got knowledge points. 2 humans joined the settlement, and that boosted us to 50 population. We're 3 away from our 20 knowledge point goal to move on to the next era. And we need to build another hut because that puts us real close to being uh not having space in the hut. Just gonna have to find a place for the hut. Okay, we'll put this one here. They'll be really close to the skull totem, but maybe that's a good thing. They seem to like the skull totem a lot. Maybe it'll make the hut more desirable to be next to the skull totem. Be like, which part of the village you live in? Oh, I live in the skull totem hut. Oh man, you're so lucky. I don't know, humans are weird like that sometimes. Let's check on our wall. Yep, we're looking good. I think this section's actually complete. Okay, good news for us. Let's move on to the next section. I think I'm going to try to get a wall up in this general area. I'm not sure if I need to build it around here. If raiders can come down this mountain, I know they could come through this passage. So I'll definitely need a wall here. Let's go ahead and check our flint mine as well. Still have plenty. 3 goats born. Nice. Okay, let's get... Oh, we had our trader arrive. Let's see what they're about first. Yeah, again, nothing we really need. They have a lot of cheese. A lot of cheese-loving traders around here. Oh, had another blizzard come in. Okay, I gotta get this up here. They definitely cannot climb this stone because the skull totem's gonna protect us. Not really, but you get the point. I guess if this was a little more realistic, oh, big bird. If this was more realistic, they'd still climb the stone. Humans will climb just about anything. Let's redo this. I guess let's bring it down like this and then over. Yeah, let's do that. So first we'll bring it over and then we'll bring it up into these stones. And then once this is gone, when we harvest it all, we'll connect these 2 wall points. There's an empty space here, so let's get a wall down for that. Right there. And this seems pretty good. Okay. Let's get our speed back up. Oh no! 8 of our dogs have contracted a disease. Again, I wish, you know, in a perfect world, there would have been a medicine system as well. But overall, I think I'm still happy with the game we got, you know, in the long run. They put in a lot of effort into this as it is. and it's really hard for indie studios to be able to add like everything. I think I remember when this game first came out, they had a huge laundry list of things they had wanted to do, but they never met their goals for it, and I think they had to move on to other projects. So, sadly, it's the landscape of games. Oh no, a dog friend died of the disease. But it just makes moments like this sad. It's like, well, humans had medicine for a long time. Like, they knew how to use plants in basic ways, and it may have not helped with advanced diseases, but they knew enough to get by in a lot of cases. Got a storm coming in. Let's speed it up because that really does not affect anything in our world. Got our wall still being built. That's fine. People still coming over here in the middle of a storm and everything. They're so excited about this stone. They're like, sure, I may be struck by lightning, but what if I miss the stone? Okay, let's check. We are low on logs. Let's check our. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Our harvest field. Gotta move it. Got a knowledge point for surviving the winter. We're only 2 away from entering the next age. That's exciting. I guess let's harvest over here. The old sledges are starting to rot now. Luckily, we had built those 2 new ones, so we'll be in good order. And they're all in use. So actually, I am going to build 2 more. Well, I thought I clicked shift there. Guess I didn't. Here we go. Okay, let's get this going. And those will be built shortly. Looks like we're okay on food, but we're kind of low if I'm being honest. So let's check out. I think I got rid of our hunting work area. So let's get down a hunting zone. Yeah. We just got the low on food notification. Don't worry, I'm on it. Usually a lot of animals come through here. So I'm gonna place it like this so we get both sides of the river. And that should help bolster our food supplies. Okay, so they're done with this section of the wall. And then they've just got to finish this one. Then we'll connect these other 2 sides. And doing it that way, I think I can connect from this gate up to this mountain. And then leave it disconnected and then just bring a wall from this gate to like around here to this mountain. And that'll probably be sufficient as far as protection goes. And then we'll get a couple watchtowers down. In the building menu for defensive structures, there's wooden platforms. So we'll put one on either side of the gate, and that'll allow us to start closing the gates when there's raids, and for archers to attack the enemies as they're incoming. And then the watchtowers will also give a space for archers to attack enemies. So I think what we'll do is we'll do one side with a platform, one side with a watchtower, and do that for each gate. We got a knowledge point for number of pulses collected, and they slaughtered one of our extra goats. That'll definitely help us in our food shortage. Looks like there's 2 more. So one was slaughtered just now, and then we'll have another one here in a little bit. So yeah, there we go. Third one. So our food shortage should be resolved. And then hopefully it won't happen again now that we have that hunting spot put into place. And I'm checking here. This might be a problem. There's a little space there. I'm gonna wait until we have a raid to see if they utilize that. I don't know if they're programmed to go through an opening that small. So we'll wait and see. And looks like we're doing good. Everything's going well. Food is back up. We had a harvest season and we had some goats. We're doing good on logs. So it looks like they're done with the wall here, actually. Let's go ahead and build a new wall section. Let's start with this one. Just kind of build it along here. And then down to this stone. I actually don't need this one. We got a trader. Let's see what they're offering real quick. We don't need pigs anymore, and they don't have logs, so we're good on everything else for now. Let's patch these areas, and the wall looks like this is as far as it'll go there. Raider attack. Okay, where are they coming from? Again, the side without the gates, or without the walls. The lone standing gate. So I got everyone who's vulnerable going indoors. Got our villagers rallying around the gate. Everyone who's armed. Okay, and they're gearing up for the attack now. And there they go. So we got 2 knowledge points for killing 20 raiders in total. And we were lucky enough not to lose anyone that raid. I like how that one guy celebrated just, huh! We won! Huh! I wish to celebrate things as openly and as fervently as that guy someday. Okay. So we'll definitely need to build a wall out this way next. Which shouldn't take us too long. Looks like they're building this one pretty quickly. Get our time back up to speed. Yeah, everyone's going back to work now. So maybe we'll focus, since the last raids, all the raids today have been at this gate. So once we get a wall up, we'll focus our tower and platform on this gate first. And I think the reason they're raiding from this side is the barns. It's one of the first things raiders try to destroy whenever they come to your village. So that's probably why. At least from what I gather, because and the last time we played, the raid came from this side. They went straight for this barn here, tore it down along with its haystack storage. And after we beat them, I had to rebuild those. Let's check storage. So this hut's full. We've got enough in the granary that storing food shouldn't be a problem. And there's a couple slots available in these places, so we should be fine. Got knowledge point for killing donkey, and I forgot we can move on to the next age now. So now we're going to be in the Copper Age. Oh, it's saying that we should probably have everything fortified before we move on. So let's get the walls up, and then we'll progress forward. I guess things get pretty aggro in the next stage. There was a glitch there. I didn't have my menu. Luckily, pressing the escape button seems to fix most problems. Okay, so let's start out. Just getting a ball down. Got a blizzard incoming. Luckily, we don't have any megaliths being drug around anymore, so that shouldn't be a problem. Bring the wall this way. I am going to cut this tree. Okay, let's patch up some of these spaces. Okay, and once that's gone, we'll definitely patch up there. Let's see, if I can build up here, that means raiders can walk up here. So let's do this. Let's go to the mine. Get that part of the gate patched. Got a little place here. Had a new human join the settlement, and we got knowledge from a meat collection. Since we're waiting on fortifications, we might have a nice bit of leftover points after we change ages, and maybe we'll be able to afford some other knowledge. How a human contract a disease. Let's get a couple of these down. That's not good. Oh no, the human died. Got a redundant loop there. We're gonna have to go through and get rid of it. Okay, I'm guessing it won't let me because of the stone here, and if it won't let me build there because of the stone, that means raiders can't get in as well. Let's go see what this trader has to offer. Nothing we need. We're good. Never mind, we need food. I lied. You got food? No, you don't. You have nothing we need. I forget, after 50 villagers, the food consumption skyrockets. We also need a new hut. So, let's get a new hut placed down. Right here. And let's try to bolster our food supplies. So let's make sure there's 2 fishermen, and then let's come over here to the hunting. Looks like this doesn't have a set number of workers, and it just marks animals for hunting and then dispatches humans accordingly. Here's another fishing area. We'll make sure we have 2 people. Yeah, there's plenty of fish. We just have to be able to collect them. And they are planting pulses right now. It's pulse planting season. Pig slaughtered. You just heard it. We really don't need you to tell us. You know what, guys? I'm so sorry. This whole thing has been muted for you, and you haven't been hearing what I've been hearing. Oh, the Gil brain. It's so bad. It's so bad right now. This week has not been functioning. But now you can hear! You can hear the villager go, "Her!" And you can hear the unfortunate squeals of the livestock as they turn from pork to pork chop. Sheep has contracted. 4 sheep have contracted a disease. Oh no. We gotta be careful. We only have the 4 sheep. We only have the 2 pigs. What happened to our livestock? Hopefully some traders come by with some more here in a bit. Got a knowledge point for leather. Looks like we're low on logs, which means oh no, 2 sheep have died of a disease. First thing, we're moving this work area. Fortunately, the trees do not grow back very fast, and there's no option to, like, replant. So let's just come a little bit out here and harvest these. Got a knowledge point for fish collection just now. And I'm going to switch views, and we're going to try and get some baby animals in our site. We've got to rebolster our animal population. Unfortunately, it seems like there's not a lot of babies around right now. There's a male sheep, 2 male sheep here, and a female. So it'd help to know what I'm working with. Let's see if it'll tell me one of these menus how many males or females we have. No. But we're doing good on well-being. Seems like our villagers are, despite being sick so often, they're quite happy with their lives. Okay. Female pig. Female sheep. We've got 3 female goats there. All our goats are females. We need to get a male goat. This sheep is still hurting from a disease and it's almost gone too. So yeah, we definitely need male sheep. These 2 sheep are females. We also need a male goat. So let's get back over here. We'll capture a male and a female. The game's saving. There we go. So we also need goat. See if we can find goat. There's lone sheep. Here's some donkeys. Yeah, it looks like this is all we're gonna get for now. We're gonna have to rely on traders to come in. Okay, luckily we moved our log collection site recently, so we should be getting some logs in. Our new hut's waiting on this log. Everyone's using the sledges, so there's none just lying about, unused. I can't believe you guys I had you guys on silent for the first hour. Oh, that's so bad. At least I caught it, and the whole stream wasn't in silence. I think I did that one of the first streams. Just total silence. So that gave us a lot of prestige points. In this menu I was in, this is like the prestige, yeah. Depending on your population, buildings and technology, it affects immigration and trader arrival frequency. So the higher this is, the more people like to come around. So that's good. They're building this hut. We're getting our logs in. We've got 7 right now. Those will go out to the wall here soon. Flint mine exhausted. We're gonna have to extend our wall here. We also got a knowledge point for building 15 huts. Lucky for us, this isn't creating just a huge hole in the ground like when humans normally mine things. I don't think raiders can come through there. Yeah, I can't build here, so we should be fine. 2 new goats were born. We got lucky. Let's see about finding a new flint mine. Because flint is still something we need right now until we go to the Copper Age and start using metals. So there's one right here, and it is pretty close to the village, but it has a lot of flint just sitting on top still, so I'm gonna have them collect it from there. So let's get a flint collection flag down, and then once it's exhausted there, we'll tell them to mine it. So now we've got 60 slots available. Our wall's almost complete on this side. I think we'll be fine here. Hunted 10 sheep got a skill point. Okay, so we just need that to be completed there. And then our string here. I may need to mark some other places for wood collection. The human has joined the settlement. The good thing about the raid call, once we have our towers and stuff put into place, we can close all the gates. And that'll help protect us, at least temporarily, because the raiders will come usually to one gate. So it's kind of useless in a way, because you don't need to close all the gates in a raid. You only need to close the one they're going for. But if you don't know where they're going for, you can, I guess, go ahead and close it. But when you do that, your people can't get to safety either, or your livestock. So it's good to have other gates open and just close the gate that the raiders are going toward. And just focus there. There's not multiple raiding parties in this game, so you're not going to get double raided at the same time. so closing all the gates isn't really required. Got a trader. Let's see if they got anything good. We'll get their wheat and logs. I don't need straw. And we'll get the fish just to make sure we can help bolster some of this low food issue. Not bolster the issue. You get what I'm saying. Human language is hard. We'll give them 5 skins and 3 stones. Okay, they're almost done with this section of the wall. Looks like there's just the 2 there. And they're completing that now. There's still a lot to be done on this part of the wall. But it's pretty much completed almost. At least in this section. The section where the raiders are actually going to come to. Okay, let's check on the collection area here. We're gonna move it just slightly more this way. By the way, these guys are strong to be carrying a log like that. Cam used to have to carry logs around. Short ones, you know, quartered to heat their home. And those were heavy if you were carrying a bundle of them, so carrying a whole log, you'd have to be pretty swole for it. Looks like there's a gap here, and I just realized it. So let's get down our wall to fix that. Oh, we've run into the issue again. Maybe on the outside. Maybe if we try to build it here. Yeah, there we go. Whenever I was first playing the game, I'd have that issue where I didn't realize a wall wasn't connected to the gate, and I'd have raiders just, you know, slide on in. That wasn't fun. Jixoy! What's up? How's it going? We're just playing Dawn of Man today. An old simulation game from 2015, I believe. Anyways, one of my favorites. Survived a winter, gained a knowledge point. Right now we're building a wall to protect us from raiders. But good to see you, friend. Did you make it over to Spelly's stream at all today? The last pig died. No, my pigs! Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you back. Let's try to find us some pigs. I don't think I'm gonna have luck. They're so hard to find. As far as livestock goes, they're definitely one of the harder ones to keep up with. Let's see. Let's take a look. Nope, these piggies don't have babies. Oh, but these ones do. So we got a female. We got 2 females. A good start. let's try and find sheep. We're also low on sheep. Unfortunately, that disease came through and wiped out our sheep population. Nope, it looks like we're out of luck for now. Because these are goats. We're good on goats. Okay. Continuing on. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a trader come in with some livestock for us. And this section of the wall is done being built, and unfortunately I just saw a goat walk through here, and if a goat can walk through there, maybe a raider can. Then again, goats can climb up nearly 90-degree surfaces, so new human has joined the settlement. Let's check this real quick. Doing good on our space. Let's maybe try to fix this, because I just saw a human walk through there too, and if my humans can walk through there... That's okay, Jexoy. I'm glad you came to visit me today. Let's see here. Gotta get back into this. Haha! Well, thanks for coming by and supporting us. I was able to catch the beginning part of her stream, and she's done a lot of great things. Let me see. I'm gonna try to see if something works real quick. It didn't work for me yesterday, but maybe it'll work for me today. Sounds good, Jigsaw. Unfortunately, Moobot's not working for me. Come on, Moobot. We'll be fine. Okay, for people who can't see my links because Moobot is a little slow on the game, you can check out our space friend Jigsaw over here on Twitch, and you can follow him on Twitter as well. And we have a friend who right now is running a stream at Spelly Does Art, and she's re-debuting and it's got some great stuff going on with her assets right now. So definitely both people are worth checking out. Thank you for your support. Always appreciate it. Okay, let's get these unnecessary walls recycled down. And I think we're ready to go on to the next stage. Here we go. Nice and clean. And the humans aren't walking through there anymore, so I think we've accomplished what we needed. Alright, let's move on. Copper Age, here we come. Okay, now we're in the Copper Age. That means we can collect and smelt copper items. We also have some extra points, so we can get cattle domestication, unlock planting fruit trees, or get donkey domestication. Donkeys are good for hauling items, but you need to get the wheel so we can get the cart for the donkeys afterwards pretty quickly in order for it to count. Cattle is the same as the pig domestication, they're there primarily for meat, though I do believe they produce milk like goats. And then fruit domestication allows us to plant fruit trees. So I think maybe for the first one we'll do donkey domestication. Goats contracted a disease. I'm not sure how the disease mechanics work in this game. It seems like our goats are getting diseased pretty frequently. Okay, now that we got the walls built, instead of focusing on animal hunting right now, let's go ahead and get our defensive structures put down. So let's get our first platform. They should just automatically clip to the wall, but unfortunately there's a lot of extra items around here. So like right there you can see it clipping to this one. Oh, raider attack. Let's see where they're coming from. They're coming from the opposite side this time. So let's go over here. We're gonna keep this gate open because we don't have towers yet. And our armed villagers are gathering here. This is a pretty large raiding party, but we have a large number of villagers, so we should be good. And it looks like all the vulnerable people in our village are away from the area, so that's good. And they'll start their raid shortly. Let's speed it up a little. Yeah! That guy's my favorite guy. Oh! Okay, let's get this taken off now. Killed like 8 people and 2 new humans joined us. Let me see here. I'm gonna see if this works. Now... failed again. Too bad. I tried. I gotta have to fix that after this stream. I have a bunch of MooBot links that should be populating people's Twitch accounts and stuff for my space friends whenever they come by for a visit, but right now it's always telling me that too large. It's too large to be posted. So I gotta go do some detective work and see if I can't get that resolved. Let's get... Since it seems like they're not just hoarding to one gate now, I think we can pretty safely begin just placing down our platforms where we think they're needed. We'll just get platform in each of these areas. That'll allow us to start closing the gates when we have a raid. And we won't have to risk our villagers' lives whenever raiders come around. This area is too densely packed with items as well. We also have a trader come by. Let's see. They got pigs! Yes, pigs. Yes! Okay, let's see what we can give in turn. We've got some extra materials here. Oh, too many. There we go. Nice. And we've got some pigs. We really need sheep, though. It's not gonna happen unless we get a trader. They're just too rare in this stage of the game. But now that we have smelting unlocked, let me pause for a second. We've got a whole bunch of new items that we can build. So we can get a copper mine. And we're in luck because I remember there's a copper pit right around here, I believe. Nope, those are like iron. Let's see, copper. It'd help if maybe I got into this, because it'll show me where the mines are. Which mine is this one? Iron. So all the red ones are iron and the blue ones are copper. So we have one right here. Let's tell him to mine the surface, and then once the surface is done, we'll go in and mine it for real. So we're gonna have a mining ore flag placed down there, and they'll collect it. Then we have a couple more items that we can get built. So we're going to need charcoal, and they'll start burning wood to create charcoal, which will be used in smelting for weaponry and other collection items. Got a knowledge point. We built our first platform. So let's get this turned around. This can be our charcoal pit. Luckily, fires is not a mechanic we have to worry about in this game, so we can place it just about anywhere. Then we can have a pit furnace. This will allow our people to begin smelting. And I just realized there's a hole in the wall here. And then we have a metalsmith, which will turn the smelted items into workable items. Let's go ahead. See if we can't get down a wall. Oh, I remember what's going on. Never mind. This stone is preventing anyone from coming in or out. Let's also build a storage hut in this area, since there's going to be production here. That way they don't have to travel too far. I can't tell if it's the angle. It's probably the angle. I don't want to cut down a tree unnecessarily. At least not in the village, and that's the wrong item. Storage. Storage hut. Up, up, up. There. That'll work. Here we go. And these are being built. They'll be done soon. I'm gonna keep an eye on them for now, because then I have to instruct them to actually do smelting and production of coal and stuff. Wolf attack? I thought we were done with this. Have they come back for revenge? Run, dude, run! Okay. Luckily he survived. Okay, back over here. They're still building that. Okay, so they're automatically gonna start making copper. They're still building this hut here as well. Okay, now we can tell them to start making copper weapons. So I'm gonna get one of these in production each, and then we're going to make sure auto production's turned on, so that we have enough for every villager. And charcoal pit's almost done. Let's speed things back up. Okay, and that'll turn logs into charcoal. So we need to check our log collection. Yep, we need to change where it's at. And let's go this way, I guess. Oh yeah, here it is. What I was telling you about. Things will go extinct regardless of your interaction with them. So the mammoth has gone extinct and the woolly rhino. So even though we haven't been seeing those around, now they're officially The way of the dodo. We're in the middle of winter. Got a blizzard. I was gonna search for animals, but they don't populate in the winter. Okay, let's see. We're doing good on food right now. We definitely need to try and get some sheep. Now we have space for some donkey. We can also get them. And we're just 3 away from having the wheel. Which is funny. Was the wheel created after the concept of fortification? I'm not too clear about that part in human history. Probably not. Just feels like the wheel should be a little closer in time to some other things that have been created here. But that could be my logical fallacies. Got knowledge for creating another storage hut. They're creating charcoal here right now. We probably don't have enough copper to be smelting. Got a knowledge point for linens. We're really close now. We only need that one point. Okay, let's see. Everything seems to be going good with the productions. Let's check our burial mounds. So this one's almost full, but this one is at a good enough size. We probably will have to place down a dolmen. I am getting these words mixed up. We'll put it here. How about that? And it needs 3 megaliths. So let's go megalith hunting. I wish these were a little easier to find. Especially in the later game, because they're quite difficult to spot over long distances and stuff. And they're blue, and so many items are blue or gray. Makes it hard for my eye spots to tell them apart from other places. And I don't want it too far away from the village, but it looks like that's how it's gonna have to be. Once we mark these, we can begin tracking them a bit easier. We need 3. So here we have that, and since this one's so close, we'll mark it. And if we come across any more, let's just go ahead and mark it for harvest. That way we can come back to it later when we need it. Okay. And I think that's good for now. We'll stop it at here. And let's continue on. Survived the winter, got a free point. Now we have enough for the wheel. Now we can build carts. That'll make hauling things so much easier. So let's do that. Let's get some carts. Oh, let's get 3. We'll get 3 carts. Got 3 new goats. Let's look for some livestock now. Try and find some animals to bolster our forces. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get very lucky because it's very hard. We do have a donkey out here. We'll get that one. young female. They're all female. But that's fine. So we'll get these 3 donkeys. And that'll help us with the carts. It'll make hauling resources faster. I don't know if they help with the hauling of stones, but that would be a great bonus if they did. I don't see any more animal families. Looks like the game's saving. There we go. Yeah, the boars don't have any. The mouflons don't have any. The goat? Question mark? There's a male here. Get him. That's a deer. Let's see here. We've got some on this side. This is male sheep. Got another male sheep, but we'll go ahead and get them for now because we don't have any sheep. Let's mark these megaliths for harvest. Looks like these are goats. So we don't need them. Okay. That's what we're going to be dealing with this season. Got knowledge from acquiring copper. So we've got 10 copper officially. We should be building through resources. Got a knowledge point for doing coal. Looks like they've built the spear and the knife, but they haven't built the axe or the sickle yet. So we'll see how that goes. Now that we're building up there, I'm going to stop production of these. Everything except the fishing tool. The harpoon. And the bow. Those can stay. Got knowledge point for building our first cart. And it's just waiting on its donkey. It's going to be waiting for a while. I'm going to do a quick test. I'm wondering if I'm super delayed. No, I'm not. How surprising. The internet gods have favored me. We got some new ones recently. They don't hate us as bad as the old ones. Unfortunately, the way internet works in this country is you never really have a dedicated line. And so when everyone's home in your apartment complex, your internet is going to be slow as all heck. So that's something we contend with. So during the typhoon season, when everyone's, sequestered away in the apartment building, we may be having some pretty low quality streams. Let's see what this trader has brought us. They've got an adult male donkey. We'll get that since we've got 3 females. Don't have enough to trade for this. We could use copper a lot right now. Alright, let's see what we can give him in return. Let's give him these skins. And let's give him some of our older weapons. Give him too much. Oh, we need food too. I didn't realize we were so low. Okay, give me your cheese. Okay, we just need 4 more. 2 bones. Okay. So we need just we have 4 slots. We need 4 more points. in order to research the next knowledge item. So that guy's got fish coming in. We've got our young donkeys coming in. We're now up to 4 donkeys. I need to go and make sure that the limit is set up for donkeys, because we don't want too many donkeys. We'll set it to 5 right now, just because that's what our barn space is going to allow for. We'll have to build another barn once we get cattle domestication. And I'm not looking forward to it, because we're already kind of cramped. Y42 sad friend. Maybe because his name's Gervik. Looks like a lot of people are upset right now, actually. A lot of people are tired. You know what? I bet I know what it is. They're all going out to harvest those stones for us. And because of that, they're having to travel a long way. And their resources they need to survive out there do not travel with them. Despite humans being very nomadic and capable in real life. We're doing okay on the burial mounds. Let's go. There should be a monolith. Yeah, there we go. Megalith. Resource screen. Okay. And now we can mark 3 of these to be transported to the village. There we go. And that'll make our dolmen. And then we'll have enough burial slots. And it'll bring more prestige points as well. Looks like they're waiting on logs for these. My man, if you're not happy, just stay at home today. Okay, he's going to the stone. I'm wondering if they're getting negative moodlets from working at the copper mine, but unfortunately there's no way for me to tell why their morale is so low. Probably because they're just thirsty and hungry. I'm sure once they've had some time in the village, they'll be a little happier. Let's see here. So this is almost completely harvested, and we'll turn that into an actual mine. You know, that stone's pretty close. I'll just mark them to bring it in. They'll just put it in the stone storage slot. This one too. We're good on goats, unfortunately. Don't need no goat. Yeah, this game, it definitely gets slower as it goes on. What we can do right now is build up our watchtower. There's definitely more things to do in the early part of the game. They don't give us a lot of interactive experiences later on. Okay, that should cover our bases. Those are gonna need a lot of logs though. We're good on stick. Got plenty of sticks. I don't know where I placed my recent log working area. Gotta look for a clearing and it's probably there. Here we go. Okay, yeah. We still have plenty of resources there. These are waiting for grown donkeys to help them. And our ladies are a little young right now. A little young and dainty for the work. We're doing okay on pigs and surprisingly okay on sheep. Don't have cattle yet. We only have 20 barn space. That's only important during the winter. I got knowledge points for wool production and also for building a watchtower. Did I... that one to be built over here? Yeah, it's right there. Okay. Got knowledge point for the copper as well. Oh no, we had someone die of starvation. Where? I should have clicked on him to figure out where he was. We've got enough food in the village. He must have been out there pulling a stone. The humans in this game have no self-preservation. None to be had. At least this person's gonna go make themselves happy. New humans join the settlement. I need to think about making a hut soon. Not right now. I don't feel like it right now. And we're coming up towards the end of our time anyway. Yeah, you know, since we're coming towards the end of our time anyway, I changed my mind. We'll get the hut down. Trying to make sure it's facing the right way. Which hut do you think's more desirable? The skull totem hut? Or the surrounded by trees hut? I'm not sure how humans work. Got the donkey pulling the cart over there. Looks like he's taking a rest. Does someone let him out? Is that a thing that happens, or is he eternally tied to the cart? I guess he's eternally tied to the cart. That's really sad. Okay, so with the watchtowers up, 2 archers will man them during every raid at the appointed gate. So we can start closing them off whenever we have raids, and that'll help protect our villagers. We're doing good on body space for now. Doing okay on animals. Can't really do anything about it in the winter. Got a trader. Let's see what they have. We'll get the copper. And, maybe a couple of the grain? Just because I don't want to get too low on resources. Let's give them some old items we don't need anymore. We don't really have any low value items that I am willing to part with. Maybe tannin. I forgot we had a bunch of that hanging around. But we definitely want to collect the copper. And looks like the area was exhausted for the topical harvesting, so we will go ahead and get a mine. Got a blizzard incoming. Hopefully those people collecting those stones have some self-preservation in mind. Come around. I don't think those deteriorate. I don't know why I keep checking them. Probably because I got so used to checking other items. We're low on food. We're definitely gonna have to get some kind of secondary food production sites going up. We're gonna have to start fishing way down here. I need 2 people to be on that. Okay, got a knowledge for surviving the winter. So that gives us 10 more knowledge. I'm gonna hold off on the livestock one for now. Let's get our fruit tree domestication. And then that'll allow us to unlock rye, which gives humans beer. But I feel like humans have been fermenting food for alcohol since before the wheel and before the concept of wall. Dehydration. And right here, we're like super close. It's definitely these stones. And a human contracted a disease. Raider attack. Why is all this happening at once? Who did we anger? Okay, we gotta wait for our villagers to come in before we close this gate off. And since they're rallying here, this is the one I know that they're gonna go toward. We've got a villager out here. Come on, buddy, you can do it! Put your back into it! Okay, as soon as he comes in, we'll close the gate. Man, the village is not doing well. I'm bad at person parenting today. Okay, close the gate. So now we've got spear throwers up here, archers in here. Okay. Looks like these guys are going around. Is there a hole in my wall? This would be good to test if there's a hole in my wall. Okay, no, it's just this gate that they're going toward. Let's close this one too. And we'll do the edit alert gathering area. Have them gather here instead. They destroyed my tower. Looks like they're fighting each other through the gate. Which I don't really know how that's possible. Oh, looks like they won though. Okay, open all the gates, stop the alarms. Looks like maybe one of my villagers died as well because we're in the blue. Well, shucks. Well, just shucks. Just shucks darn it. Just heckin' shuckle up in here. The good news is, despite everyone starving, there was no hole in the wall, so they did have to go all the way around to the gate. Okay, but that's all the time we have for now. Let's see here. So that's all we're gonna do for today. I'm just gonna save this real quick so that it'll be here for our next playthrough. And we're getting really close to the end game. We just have one more stage to unlock, I believe. Maybe 2. Let's check. Yeah, there's 2. Bronze Age and Iron Age. So maybe we're not as close to being done as I thought. But, we'll probably get a couple more weeks out of it. So, we'll just continue that next time. So, tomorrow we'll be back playing Surviving Mars. And, we'll hope to see you guys there. So, until then, have fun, space friends!